Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Mauricio Pochettino ready to thwart Arsenal transfer plans as PSG plot £50 million Ben White bid, and then we're going to look at Arsenal star Granit Xhaka facing axe as Mikel Arteta and Edu prepare bid for £34 million upgrade. So the first transfer headline states that Mauricio Pochettino ready to thwart Arsenal transfer plans as PSG plot £50 million Ben White bid. So the reports are stating that Paris Saint-Germain are poised to pounce for Ben White after Brighton rejected a £40 million bid from Arsenal. Mauricio Pochettino is targeting a £50 million bid for Brighton defender Ben White as Paris Saint-Germain prepared to thwart Arsenal's plans. Mikel Arteta's side have had an opening offer of £40 million rejected by their Premier League rivals for Ben White, and now former Tottenham boss Pochettino has told his PSG bosses he wants to sign the centre-back in the transfer window. Arsenal are expected to return with an improved bid for the England defender Ben White after the initial bid was knocked back last week. But it is understood Brighton will only consider offers of £50 million or more for the 23-year-old who is currently on Euro 2020 duty with Gareth Southgate's squad. That could push him beyond what the Gunners are prepared to pay, which could open the door for Mauricio Pochettino. The PSG manager is a huge admirer of Ben White and is keen to land the centre-back this summer. Mauricio Pochettino wanted Ben White during his impressive loan spell with Leeds United when the defender played a major role in helping Marcelo Bielsa's side with the championship title. The then Tottenham boss received glowing reports on Ben White from his own former manager Marcelo Bielsa and continued to track the defender last season when he returned to parent club Brighton for his first campaign in the Premier League. Marcelo Bielsa had wanted to sign Ben White permanently ahead of last season, but the Seagulls wisely refused to sell. And they could now cash in with the centre-back's value having shot up after he played 39 games in all competition last season to help Brighton stay up, earning himself a place in Gareth Southgate's squad. Ben White earned his first two England caps in their Euro 2020 warm-ups against Austria and Romania, and while he wasn't part of Gareth Southgate's initial squad of 26 for the tournament finals, he was called up as a replacement for injured Liverpool right-back Trent Alexander-Arnold. Arsenal marked the opening of the transfer window with offers for 4 different targets, and Ben White was someone that is seen as a priority target for Mikel Arteta. So it looks like Mauricio Pochettino is ready to thwart Arsenal transfer plans as PSG plot £50 million Ben White bid, and it looks like Mikel Arteta, after making Ben White a priority target for this summer transfer window, faces strong competition from PSG, who can outbid any team given their financial situation. They have a lot of money on their hands, and when it comes to Mauricio Pochettino, if he identifies Ben White as a centre-back that could be very useful for their team, maybe that long-term replacement to Thiago Silva as we look for that long-term replacement to David Luiz, and a good partner to Presnel Kimpembe for PSG and a good partner for Gabriel Magalhaes for us. So you have to wait and see how this transfer pans out. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal star Granit Xhaka facing axe as Mikel Arteta and Edu prepare bid for £34 million upgrade. So the reports are stating that Arsenal look to be gearing up for a busy summer transfer window ahead of next season. Arsenal's hopes of signing Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves are dependent on whether they can offload Granit Xhaka this summer, according to reports. The Gunners man has been heavily linked with a move away from the Emirates Stadium in recent weeks, with Roma said to be keeping tabs on the 28-year-old as new boss Jose Mourinho looks to improve his squad. Granit Xhaka is believed to be one of several Arsenal players on the chopping block, with Mikel Arteta and technical director Edu keen on leading a large-scale summer overhaul. The Swiss international made 45 appearances for the club in all competitions last season, but looks set to move on in time for the new campaign. He has reportedly agreed personal terms with Roma ahead of his proposed switch to the Italian capital, with negotiations at club level said to be the only obstacle holding up a deal. Although Granit Xhaka has lacked quality and consistency at times during his Arsenal stay, his departure will leave a significant hole in the Gunners' midfield unless a suitable replacement arrives. It seems as though that Ruben Neves could be their first choice alternative, with the Wolves man reportedly available this summer as the Molyneux club look to boost their transfer kitty through player sales. Arsenal are said to be hopeful that a bid of £34 million would be enough to secure the 24-year-old signature, with improvements in the middle of the park believed to be an overwhelming priority for Mikel Arteta and Edu this summer. However, the North London club will not be able to land Ruben Neves over the coming months unless Granit Xhaka is sold, according to the Transfer Window podcast. It remains to be seen whether Roma will eventually meet Arsenal's reported asking price of £20 million for the versatile midfielder, who has stepped in at fullback on a number of recent occasions. Other reports have suggested that the Italian heavyweights have already seen a bid in the region of £15 million knocked back, with the Gunners believed to be standing firm in their transfer stance. Despite this, a move to Italy appears to be the most likely course of action for Granit Xhaka, who has endured a turbulent time at Arsenal since joining the club from Borussia Mönchengladbach in 2016. Meanwhile, former Arsenal striker Kevin Campbell recently suggested that Ruben Neves will represent a significant upgrade on the Basel native if Arteta and Edu can secure his services this summer. What a player he is, Campbell told Football Insider. This is the crazy thing, he was never on my radar because as far as I am concerned, Wolves will never sell him. Ruben Neves is a brilliant midfielder at a good age. He can hit them from outside the box as well. That is a rare talent. He's a fine player and at 24, he still has time to develop. There were some big changes at Wolves this summer, and if Arsenal can sneak in a deal for Ruben Neves, that would be great. Despite Campbell's enthusiasm over a potential move for Ruben Neves, former Aston Villa and England forward Gabriel Agbonlahor is not convinced that the Wolves man will be a roaring success at Arsenal. For me, Ruben Neves is not the type of player Arsenal need, and I think Arsenal fans would agree, said Agbonlahor. They need to bring in somebody stronger to play alongside Thomas Partey in midfield. Ruben Neves is not the sort of player they need. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I have put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 20 likes. Also, subscribe for more daily Arsenal news videos and click one of the latest videos on the screen, and I'll see you there.